Hi, this is Julie with Beadaholique, and I want to show you the Vintage Vogue collection. So first off, I just want to pan over the collection, and you can see they're all beautifully carded. And basically what these are components by Vintaj, which is a very well-respected name in the jewelry making industry, that are ready to go. So they've already been patinaed, they've already been coordinated, so these are great little curated collections already with jump rings. And all you really need to do with these is hang them on a chain, and they've actually put out chains that coordinate with these components. They're all solid brass, made in the USA. They're very easy to work with. You can embellish them, of course. You can add other components, you can add other beads, you can incorporate them into projects you have already going, or you can just hang them on a chain or hang them from an earring hook and instantly have a really fashionable piece of jewelry. So I'm going to walk you through some of the different pieces which are part of this collection, and then I'm going to show you how quickly and easily you can really put together some jewelry for yourself. So here's one I want to show you. This is a lovely piece of filigree that's already been patinaed for you with a butterfly. Then you have a key, a feather, and just a really pretty filigree, which is mimicking the shape of a feather as well, which is nice that these are curated. So they're varying in height. They all look really good together, and they come with a nice open jump ring on them already. So here's some chains. We've got bracelet chains and necklace chains. This one, we already added the components to it. So these were two separate pieces from the Vintage Vogue collection. And we've taken a few off of the card as well, so you can see them. And then it's got that nice jump ring on there as well. Here's some rings, a couple pretty flowers. Now, if you wanted to add more patina, we do sell patinas by Vintaj at beadaholique.com, so you can purchase that and alter these as well. So here's a butterfly and a pretty leaf. Here's a stamping, which looks very much like one that would be put through the Sizzix Big Kick, which Vintaj has put out with its embossing and etching dies, was already been done for you. Here's a medallion and some pretty filigree pieces. A large dragonfly, some leaves, just some coordinating jump rings. There's another dragonfly, a little baby one, and a pretty leaf. Here's a piece that you'll probably need to do a little bit more to. Most of these pieces are just ready to go, but you might want to stamp this or patina it, maybe even rivet something on top of here. You can punch a hole in this and rivet on top. Some little vintage filigrees, findings, a little medallion. Here's a chain, and then now on these bracelet chains you can really see the nice finish. So it is vintage looking. It looks like it's a little bit distressed. So to me these look like something I might find in like a vintage shop or vintage piece of jewelry, because it does have that really nice aged look. So it's not shiny and brand new looking. It's really something that fits the Vintage line very nicely. Here you might want to add a photo to it or some collage artwork. Some coordinating head pins, some little jewelry tags. You get 4 of them in here. They've got a little hole already punched. A darling little bee and some flowers. Again, a couple little medallions, filigree, a large ring. A dragonfly, another piece of filigree. So I'm wanting to show you each one of these so you can see the scale against my hand. I think that helps, especially when you're looking on an online website. It can be sometimes hard to tell from the photo how big a piece is. So hopefully by holding these, you're able to see. Here's just 3 really nice large rings. Now here's my personal favorite. It's a bunny, a squirrel, and a leaf. And then some really nice large filigree medallions, which have already been patinaed. So like I said, I want to show you now how quickly and easily you can put together some jewelry. So Carlin already took these 2 dragonflies and hung them from some earring hooks. The earring hooks are part of the Vintage Vogue collection, and you do get multiples in the pack. And then here's just some pretty shapes that we took off the card as well. So I'm going to take these medallions. They're wired onto the card. I'm just going to snip that wire. And now I'm just going to take a pair of chain nose pliers, open up that loop, slide the medallion on facing forward, close the loop back up, and I have created an earring. So this would be two different pieces from the Vintage Vogue collection. You would first purchase the piece which had these medallions on it, and then you would purchase the earring hooks. So you only need to purchase really two different products and you can make a pair of earrings. So there we go. Really simple, yet fashionable and fun. And now I do want to take my favorite piece from the collection, a little squirrel, bunny, and leaf, and I'm just going to put it on one of the pre-made chains. So here's the chain. You can see it's got a nice lobster clasp, which has also been finished in the same way, so it coordinates. And now I'm going to cut off these. If you didn't want to cut them, you could just remove the tape in the back, but for time purposes, I just wanted to cut them. So now these guys have a large enough jump ring that all I'm going to need to do is open up the clasp and slide them on. Just make sure that if you're doing something like this, that they all face forward, because there is a right and wrong side to most of these components. Okay. Now, if you wanted to use multiple chain necklaces, you could create a layering look with these pieces so that you could actually create multiple necklaces and wear them together, because they are all coordinating. So you could create 3 necklaces, so just buy 2 other pre-made chains, or you could wear them all together. So this is the Vintage Vogue collection, and it is available at Beadaholique.com along with hundreds of other products by Vintage that you can use in coordination with these or on their own.